So you were saying earlier that you had a rocky relationship with your stepdad, and that kind of drove you towards the street life more, right? To getting out of your mom's house
Yes,
at an early age.
yes.
So, like, what age were you at this time when you decided to go into the street life?
Man, I want to say 15.
15. And then what were you getting into? Selling drugs, robberies?
Everything, everything from gang activity, robberies, uh, drug selling, drug taking. You know what I'm saying? I think back then I was one of the biggest stick up kids in the city when I did get locked up. It took from 75 police officers, almost to 100 police officers, to come grab little old me. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a string of them. I was just buck wild. You know?
Wow. So, what is like Chicago like at this time? The gang life. I mean, like the community is filled with different gangs. Like, what's going on right now?
Now or then?
Then, I'm sorry, like
Oh,
in your story,
okay.
like at that moment in your story.
The city was a lot more violent back then, I want to say, even though there was more physical violence instead of gun violence. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There were real violations. There were real people getting jumped. Um, there was more unity within the gangs, even though, uh, they didn't have it all figured out. You know, everybody pimped and used everybody back then to whoever was in control to make their money or whatnot. But it was a tougher place. The only thing that back then, just like now, all our communities are separated. You got the Boricuas over here. You got a little village, the South Side by 26th Street. All the Mexicans over there. You got Chinatown. So back then, everybody had their hood, their whole Humboldt Park, Puerto Ricans, Inglewood, the GDs, and it was all segregated. I mean, yeah, back then, we're talking about when uh, the crack era first hit. You know,